never mind. We'll wait to get him back. I'll CC the walk. So you can pull the next group. Way on the left, C on the right. Start with the left one.
So patrols.
Oh yeah.
We can.
Did I have to go all the way back?
Yeah, we can clear this group then.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna CC one of the defilers. Oh, it's just one. Yeah, I'll CC that one.
Failure is coming.
So Way pick up the first Taskmaster and Seal can pick up the next one. Job so far. Again, we start with the Taskmaster. I guess Theo picked that up and weigh the rest. I will CC the Defiler. Give me 1 second. Find it. So the walk will be around. Right, we can go. This time we will have one defiler in the group, but it starts from the back, so it might not get here immediately. You can go. So, ranged, you can stay up here on the cliff. Seal will go down and keep the remnant busy, and if you call out if and when you need extra heals, then I guess Tremor can go down and help you.
Maybe better with the heavy.
Okay. So Angath, if Seal says you can go down and heal. Otherwise, just stay up here. As for melee, try not to stand here in the corridor because, you know, poison clouds and stuff. I think that's about it. We should be fine. We have plenty of DPS today. So, can we get one of the sign? Yeah, I just thought it didn't matter with the Beonings which group you're in. So I can give you around. Yeah, well I only have one other healer. Should I move Tremo into the DPS group? Yes?
Yeah.
No?
It has worked fine so far.
I just go.
We'll keep it like this for now, I think. But yes, obviously the DPS group needs heals as well. Yeah. So, tanks after you.
I need to do that.
Same as last time, ranged can stay up here. Melee can go down there, of course, but if there's like a million poison clouds, perhaps wait for them to disappear. So you shall see I can pick up the Remnant. You good to go? Oh, there we go. Alright. Remove corruptions when you see them. And same again, see up at the Remnant. Watch out for poles on the ground.
Well, maybe you can stack people.
the guy from the stairs when it appears. And watch out for the effect on the ground, so you're not stunned it. So this is where we have the reflecting guys. So if you're melee, don't hit the warriors. If you have tactical damage, don't hit the ritualist. And we will have the assassins around, probably most of the fight. I'll CC one at the start. So let's go.
Right.
Start with the Watcher. Same again with the reflecting guys. And we'll have at least one assassin around. Alright, let's go. Watch out for the ground effect.
Sorry.
That little fool and his dwarves slew over 30 of our number.
It was a test to see if you follow my wrath.
Same again with the Watcher. To what? To the start? Okay. Are we all ready? Where are the tanks? Yep. Alright, 3, 2, 1.
That was a quick countdown.
Yeah, because the tanks had already started running.
I'm killing myself. Or maybe not.
I had plans for them, but all for naught, it seems.
I think not. There may be a use for them yet.
Very good. It's about 25 minutes. So if you need a short break or need to get a drink or whatever, please do so now. Just waiting for Fritza. I have nothing against Belgium. Fritz, are you back? Right. So let's try and get a strategy sorted here. Obviously, we don't have the LM like last week. I will stay yellow and do a bit of debuffing. Probably not as effective as an LM, but help a bit. Hang on. We have one for each tank and one for the rest. Yeah, well at the moment well, isn't it, don't we usually have a net healing seal?
I think it has been 50-50, but if Neff has been healing, I think I have been on BL.
Okay.
Also, I'm a bit rusty as tank guardian.
Okay, so Liv will be on the way. Do we need to switch groups around? You can divide the healing as you like. I'm sure you know better than I do what is the better setup.
Well, Anger can heal me, and Tremor is all over anyway.
Well then Tremor should be in the DPS group, I guess.
Yeah, that could be worse.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna explain it all. So that's the healers and the tanks sorted out. The tanking will have Seal on the left as usual. Will be on the priest, which is the mob which is on the left side at the moment. There was some confusion last time. So Seal will pick up the priest, and Wei will pick up the priestess. And you will obviously bring them apart like normal. And tank them sort of here in the water, in this corner. Well, at start it doesn't matter, but when we start killing the mini bosses as well, then the tanks will need to be here by the water. Well, Wei at least. Healers know what to do. I'd like Mendo and Gev to be on the supplicants. So that's your first priority, because we really don't want them to buff the bosses. And obviously when you're not on them, you can DPS something else. I think that what we want to do is to bring the main bosses down to 25%, which means all 3 of the mini bosses done spawned. Then we will kill the mini bosses, and this is the challenge: kill them before killing the main bosses. And after that, when they are dead, we will go back to the main bosses. Thing about killing the mini bosses is that each of them apply an effect when they die. So for the giant or troll type thing, they do put some kind of bleed, I think, which also spreads to other people. It's like an eye if you're close to them, and there's a timer, and when it runs out, if you're too close to somebody, it will spread. Then there is the Ent, which when it dies put some healing bubble effect on the main bosses, that if you don't DPS through them, they will also they put some buff on. I'm not sure what that buff does. And then there's also the spider, which will drop poison clouds on the ground. So obviously for each of the mini bosses we kill, the harder things get. There's also a timer, I think, on the whole fight, which is 9 minutes, which is not a long time. We have yet to see whether that is going to be the limiting factor or not. I also think I can't find this in any guide I've found so far, but that when you kill the mini bosses, they also heal the main bosses. Is that correct? Yeah. Yeah, which classes have that? Hunters do. I don't think I have one. But yes, when the mini bosses die, they do heal the main bosses. Is it as much as 50% of their morale, or less than that? Yeah. I guess we'll have to try that one out. As Leah said, we can use that type of skills if we can time it properly. Those who have that kind of skill with that effect. As I said, I don't have one of myself, don't think.
Is there a specific order we take down the mini bosses?
I think the troll type thing goes down first. I would suggest maybe the spider second and the ant last. Yeah, it runs around, and also I think the effect that it applies is slightly less annoying than the rest of them. So obviously all the bosses have to be killed in this water, I think. Yeah, that's the I think that's my theory at the moment. So that's obviously, that is what is new compared to just tier 2. Same positioning as tier 2, Only when we start killing the mini bosses, then Way need to be in and around this corner, because Way will taunt whichever mini boss we are killing. We don't have a third tank, so obviously someone has to sort of tank them whilst we're not DPSing them. But when we do DPS them, they need to be here in the water and stay there when they die. And that is the challenge bit, killing them in the water. And it could be as well that we'll have to do a lot of extra DPS to the main bosses if they do heal a lot. Unsure. Leah says this water counts, so I assume it does. So does this water, but it's not ideal because it's an annoying position to be in. So we'll try to keep out of here. Also, this spider, which spawns somewhere in the back here, usually gets stuck. So if it doesn't come for us immediately, you don't have to pull it over. Only when we need to kill it, we'll have to pull it in here. Yeah, the main bosses doesn't matter. So Theo can be wherever with the other mini boss or the other main boss. So that's the challenge bit, and then just to repeat the other things about this fight, we have the altar thing. If you get teleported up there, you need to be fully healed, and then you can jump down again. Use a pot or call out for heal or whatever, and that's all random. And we also have the red spirits, which do the induction thing. So try and stay out of their path. Yeah, they take the same damage. I'm not sure whether one could possibly be more healed than the other after we start killing mini-bosses. And if that is the case, then we could potentially kill one and then the other. Not sure about that. Well, usually on if you don't involve the mini bosses, or if they heal equally when they are healed. So, yeah. I guess we'll have to try and keep a lookout for those effects that are applied when the different mini-bosses die, and see if we can sort of identify them and control them and stuff. Especially the Rhino, I'm not sure what that debuff looks like. It's meant to be a bleed that spreads. I am not sure if you get an eye or just a buff on your buff bar or something. So we can try and keep an eye out for that. Maybe we can learn something. And also, I think the killing the supplicants are going to be very important with a challenge, because if they get through, they put an outgoing damage buff on the bosses. So obviously that will hit the tanks really hard. Yep. Well, that's the main idea at the moment. So we'll try it out and see how far we get. What? Yeah. And yes, we also have the red spirits, as I said. So try and keep out of their induction thing. Let me do a Reddit. Alright. We're all great.
Ah, the one who freed the Dwarf King. How fortunate.
We of the Order shall have our vengeance.
Det är som lagg.
We have a red SLOWTRO. Yeah, that was a bit mean, I think.
Switch them.
Pirates.
Move.
Need a res for Trump.
Move.
A res?
There are 25 now.
We'll need Tremor up. One minute. Okay.
The end behind.
Supplicants.
Did you kill one?
Yeah, the Rhino is there. I have the thing, where I had one of the debuffs. I think it can apply to more than one person. Did heal some, the main boss. Now the end is dead. Spider. Now we're gonna have the bubbles on the main bosses.
Don't kill it.
Well, it has to be in the red water. Then you can kill it.
Spider needs to move. He's not in water. He's gonna die from bleed. Someone needs to kill him.
Where's the bubble? I wonder if it...
Second.
Okay, now.
Kill it.
Consider this a mercy.
So we are supposed to kill the boss now, right?
Yeah. We'll need to separate them first. But they're back to full morale. We'll need
Yeah, easy.
way up.
Let's maybe
Blood
reset.
sickness watches. Blood sickness is one of those spreading things, I think. It's like a big red cloud around you, so it's
10% morale every 2 seconds.
easy to spot.
Oh, well, we had a lot of time, so DPS shouldn't be a problem.
Even if they heal full health, we probably can still do it.
Yeah, I think so. So we don't have to bother with the incoming healing debuffs. What does the what's the issue? The main issue?
Why it takes the aggro through heals probably or something, and it gets stuck on the other side of the wall. So even if we DPS, by the time we DPS, we cannot take the aggro of the spider.
Oh, you mean it gets stuck somewhere not in the water?
Yeah.
You can challenge.
I have a question. Maybe I didn't remember, but the red spirits, we cannot kill them?
You can kill them, but they will reappear. But
Okay.
you will get at most 8. So it's not a problem if you kill them, but they can't be. You can't get rid of them, and you can't interrupt them. So the only really useful thing to do is to try and avoid them.
Okay.
I think Wei should not go in there with the boss and all. I think Wei should stay out here. If the spider has aggro on Wei, then it's not really a problem. It can be in here and if we need to move it for it to be in the water, then one of the champs can challenge it when it's almost dead. Or even bring it out here if needed. But if it's almost dead, then it can stay here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Spider says we go in, we kill it in less than 10 seconds.
Yeah, that's. I think that's the best option. Yeah, the only issue with being in here is that it's more difficult for the heals to heal you. Possibly. I mean, really, only the champions need to be actually moving that far in. The hunters should be able to stay around here. I think that it's a better option to keep the spider in here for as long as possible, because it's one less mob to deal with out here. There's a little wall. Does it stop healing, you mean? Oh, this wall. Oh yeah. Well then it's probably better if Tramo goes with the DPS group for that bit. If it is as you said, it only takes 10 seconds, should be alright. Otherwise, if we have to move it, then a champ will have to taunt it and pull it all the way round back to away.
But do you think this part of the instance here counts as water? Because it's basically water, it's just a lot of bones on top and stones. I don't know. Maybe we can even kill it here.
Possibly. I don't.
We can tell.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's for the spider bit. Yeah, I saw the red bleed thing. It was like a big red cloud around your feet, so that one's difficult to miss. I'm not sure if it went away or not when it timed out. It sort of disappeared, but then I got it again. I'm not sure also if that is the same one as the one given by the rhino when it dies. Yeah, Ungath, I'm not sure if there are more than one of these bleed effects. And maybe some of them spread and some of them don't. I also noticed the bubble that started appearing on the main bosses, so I think for those we just need to DPS through them. Well, overall I think it was a really good first attempt, and the mini bosses went down surprisingly quickly, so the killing of them shouldn't be too much of an issue. Let's see if everyone's buffed up properly. Yep, we're all great. So let the tanks sort out the aggro, don't stand in front of the bosses if you're not a tank.
How fortunate.
We of the Order shall have our vengeance.
It's Sentinel.
No, it's going for you. The priestess. No, it's going back.
Go.
Yeah, move.
Need way up.
Whoa!
As a the general
I
rule, that's a
didn't
good
think
idea.
about it.
Well, Leafmark died just before, so must be hard.
Maybe resets.
Yeah, if it's, I'm not sure if it's possible to reset it.
And I think
I think where the spider is now, it really should count as water. I think the rhino does some random attacks, so it can't be 100% tanked.